This lure right here belongs to a good friend of mine. It is all beat up from constant fish abuse. She always is catching fish with this sucker. It never fails, no matter what we're using, she'll put this on and catch fish. I'm going to take it and do a Dave's Dangler take on it. It needs to be redone. I will not be able to recreate this super mirror finish, but I'm going to try to do this thing justice and create something nice for Nikki. So we're going to go through the process of how to strip it down, prime it up, and re-go. I've already taken off the hooks to spare you from that, so let's get into it. Alright, so this is the culprit right here, the project today. I've already taken reference pictures that we're going to use to recreate this. So yeah, let's get into it. The first thing I like to do is scruff off as much of the paint and stuff as I can with this. It's one of those like foam blocks for sanding. This one's been used, you can tell the paint on it, but I'm going to use it here anyways. Here's the bait, how it looks after the scratching. I didn't take off all the paint, I just roughed it up enough so that way the base coat will stick. Because of the details on this one with the scales, we're going to first be adding a black base coat down, wicked black. Alright, so now that I got the black down and it's heat set, I'm going to pull it off and I'm going to apply this mesh. It's kind of hard to see there, but it works for scales. So I'm going to wrap this sucker up in this mesh and then give it some scales. So we want our detail to be from the back to the front, because the front actually, the detail disappears. And by the front, the detail disappears, I mean in the jaw. It actually no longer has scales. And we don't have to worry about the top as much because the top did not have scales. I just need to be careful not to scrape the paint off of this sucker. So that's how it will look when it's ready to spray. Well, it's almost ready to spray. There we go. Get these a hair closer in there. Now I will shoot a white base coat. Now I will shoot a white base coat of titanium white, and I'm gonna shoot it at an angle this way, so that way we still get a little bit of 3D effect when I shoot the other paint straight down. Next up, ooh, I hit the camera. Next up, we have to create the chrome effect. So we're going to add wicked silver to pretty much top to bottom here. Alright, now's the moment. Well, I'm gonna heat set this and then we'll have the moment of big reveal. Sorry I keep smacking the camera. This ring light is kind of hard to navigate around. Now is the big reveal. There you go. 3D fish scales. It's really subtle, but that's what we were going for. Really digging it. I'm gonna go ahead and silver up the belly and the top and the face, and then move on to the next color. So I got ahead of myself without recording, and I added the white back on top. It's kind of hard to see there, and white on the belly. So the belly of this bait was originally white fading into silver. I got it white. Now I'm going to come back with my pearl white here just to make it more metallic. There we go, just like that. One distinct feature on this bait is the blue color on the back. I mixed up my own. It's just the metallic wicked blue with a little bit of pearl white in it. It should come out pretty neat, so let's shoot it on the back here. There we go, we got our blue in that sucker. So now we need to add the lateral lines. I'm gonna start with the yellow. I'm just using regular wicked yellow. I need to turn my pressure down, hold on. All right, here we go. Just like so. Got yellow lines going down each side. Now I'm gonna come back and do red highlight in the middle, and we'll move on to the next part. All right, now I'm just gonna add some wicked red and go down the middle of that yellow line as best as I can. All of this is freehand, so if it looks bad, sorry. Just like so. Red, red. I'm going to add a shad dot now behind the gills. We got black here and a Q-tip. Let's get that. Apply our dot like so. Apply your dot like so. Alright, next up we're going to add in this fin here. Just like so. Boom. Now it's got some fins on it. Alright, one of the last things I'm going to do to this bait is add some gill detail, because that was on the original bait. The eyeballs for this sucker are a little bit different because they are not stick-on. They just have little nubs there where they were painted on. Instead of painting, I got a little bit more creative. I took some Hypervise solar flare and sprayed it with a yellow airbrush paint very lightly to make it yellow. And we're going to give this guy some yellow eyes. So let me grab my tool here and we'll stick them on. A little bit bigger than the original eyes, but I like the look and the added flash. So let me grab a marker real fast. There you go. It's Nikki's lure. Start to finish. I gotta throw some clear coat on this guy and my logo, and we'll be ready to give it to her next weekend. Boom. Got our repaint done. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. This one was pretty straightforward. I had the pattern I needed to paint. I reproduced it as best as I could, and I don't think I did too bad of a job. Only real difference I added was this red breast or throat or whatever the hell they want to call them on these fish, and I actually like the way it came out on this. So, that one's for Nikki. Who'll be next? I don't know. Maybe I'll just do a pattern for myself. Maybe I'll do one for you guys. Comment below what you want to see, and we'll go from there. So, tight lines from Dave's Anglers.